Welcome. In this playthrough Marvel Champions card game, we have Doctor Strange getting Heroic against RHINO. So while Heroic mode was never really a mode I was interested in playing, Doctor Strange is at a different power level than everyone else, so we're going to give it a shot here against RHINO. So we're doing Heroic 1, which means we'll get one additional encounter card during the villain phase. Everything else gets set up like Expert, so we have all those cards in here. Our threshold is 7 threat. If we get up to 7, we will lose the game. RHINO has a scheme of 1, attack of 3. When revealed, search the encounter deck and discard pile for the break and take and side scheme. Reveal it, and then we shuffle the encounter deck. He has 15 health to start with. And breaking and taken. When revealed, place an additional threat per player here, so that comes in with 3. So we'll give the encounter stack 1 quick shuffle. End this up, then we'll set up Doctor Strange here. So we've got his invocation deck. We'll quickly randomize that and see what we get on top. So we're starting with the Vapors. He's got a recovery of 3. Starts with the invocation deck. Natural talent as an action, discard the top card of the deck. Hand size of 6, hit points of 10. On his hero side, thwart of 2. Attack of 1, defense of 2, spell mastery as an action, exhaust Doctor Strange and pay the cost of the top card of the invocation deck, resolve the special ability, and a hand size of 5. And we'll give his hero cards one final shuffle and draw 6. So we've got Relentless Assault, Valkyrie, Genius, a Haymaker, the Cloak, which is a keeper, and magical enhancements. So I'm doing aggression, and I'll go over the deck construction at the end of the playthrough. I'm going to keep those 2, pitching these 4. So we've got Protective Ward, Relentless Assault, Tigra, and magical enhancements. So getting started, first thing he's going to do is get rid of the Vapors, and we draw into the 7 rings. Then we'll flip over, bring in the Cloak with our Genius. So that is, we gain the aerial trait, and as a hero action, exhaust the Cloak to ready Doctor Strange. We are then going to bring in Tiger for 3. So she's got a thwart of 1, attack of 2, 3 health. After she attacks and defeats a minion, heal 1 damage from her. So we're going to bring her in and swing for 2. RHINO down to 13. Doctor Strange will thwart for 2, taking this down to 1. Then we will ready him and thwart again to get rid of breaking and taking. That will end our turn, so we get 5 cards. We've got the Sanctum, Downtime, Astral Projection, Mockingbird, and a Quinn Carrier. Villain phase, get a threat out there. RHINO's going to attack. Strange will defend, so base 3, 5 damage coming in, so he's taking 3. Then we get 2 encounter cards. First being Advance. When revealed, the villain schemes. So just scheming for 1. And the second, when revealed, RHINO heals 4 damage. If no damage was healed this way, this card gains Surge, so he's going to heal the 2 back up to 15. Then back to our turn. So we're going to go ahead and ready Doctor Strange. Have Tigra attack for 2. Down to 13 again. Then we're going to bring Mockingbird into play for 3. And after she enters play, stun an enemy. Put that on RHINO. Then she will thwart for 1. Then Strange is going to use his ability for the 7 rings, paying a Quinn Carrier for it, to give up to 3 characters tough status. And reveal the Crimson Bands, ending our turn and drawing 5. So we've got Counterattack, Nick Fury, Master of the Mystic Arts, the Sorcerer Supreme, and a Magic Blast. So 1 threat on the scheme. Rhino's stunned. Remove that. So straight to 2 encounter cards. First one is a Sandman. Comes in with toughness, scheme of 2, and attack of 3. And the next one, False Alarm. When revealed, you are confused. If you are already confused, this card gains Surge. So we're tough and confused. So we are going to start by exhausting to use the bands, using Nick Fury and counterattack to stun an enemy and deal 7 damage to it. Taking him down to 6. Revealing the Winds of Watum, so we will go ahead and ready with our cloak. Then we use Master of the Mystic Arts, paying 1, so we can pay the printed cost of the top card of the Invocation deck, resolve its special ability, then place it back on top of the Invocation deck. So basically we're paying 2 cards to draw 3. Getting Energy, Hercules, and a Magic Blast. Then we will use Doctor Strange to draw 3 cards. Getting Mystical Studies, Relentless Assault, and the Eye of Agamotto. Next up is Images. So we are going to use Mockingbird to take off the toughness. Put in the Eye of Agamotto. Exhaust that to generate a wild resource. Then we'll use Relentless Assault, using this for 1, and that for a physical resource. Deal 5 damage to a minion. If you paid for this using a physical resource, it gains Overkill. So we can take out the Sandman and have 1 carry over. Then we'll put in the Sorcerer Supreme. Play only if we have the Mystic trait, which we do. We get +1 hand size while in hero form. And then I think I'm going to go ahead and have her attack. She'll lose her toughness to do 2 damage. And that will end our turn. So we're drawing 6 cards now. So we've got the Hulk, Master of the Mystic Arts, Uppercut ×2, Power of Aggression, and some Endurance. So villain phase, we'll get 1 threat. He attacks, we lose stunned, and then a Bomb Scare. When revealed, place an additional threat here. So we're getting an acceleration token and 3 threat. So threat is something we need to deal with now. And the next one is a False Alarm. You are confused. If you're already confused, gain Surge. And then exhaust your identity card and Surge. If you're in hero form, the villain attacks you. So we'll let that come on in. So base 3, 4/5 damage coming in, and we lose our tough status. So back to our turn. So we're going to play Master of the Mystic Arts, using that as the resource. To use Images, using the Eye. So this is not a thwart action, so we can go ahead. Confuse doesn't mess with that. We confuse the villain and remove 4 threat from the scheme. So he is confused, and we will take that off of here. Then we will ready. Then use Doctor Strange to use the Images. So he's confused, and remove 4 threat from over here. And shuffle our Invocation deck and see what's coming up next. So we have the 7 rings. And I think we're just going to come in with an uppercut here. So Power of Aggression for 2, Hulk for the 3rd, so deal 5 damage to an enemy, which will defeat the first round. So on the RHINO 3, comes in with toughness, and when revealed, stun each hero. Well, that's just heroes and not our allies. And 16 health. He also gets toughness. So we'll use Mockingbird to get rid of the toughness. And Tigra will just swing in for 2, taking him down to 14. And that will get her out of the game. So that ends our turn, and we draw 6. So we've got a Haymaker, Astral Projection, Wong, Protective Ward, Uppercut, and Strength. Get 1 threat. Rhino goes to attack. Mockingbird will take it. So just 4 damage coming in. Then we get 2 encounter cards. First, he gets an Ivory Horn, gives him +1 attack. We can spend 3 physical resources to discard it. And then a Stampede. Rhino attacks you. Character's damaged by this attack. That character's stunned. And that is a Treachery. Even though we are already stunned, I really don't want to get hit in the face again. So we're going to play Protective Ward. Hero Interrupt. When a Treachery is revealed from the encounter deck, cancel all of its effects and discard it. So we're going to bring in Wong on our turn. Cost of 3. So thwart of 1, attack of 2. We can exhaust him to either heal 1 damage or discard the top card of the invocation deck. We are going to heal 1 damage. Going up to 8. Then use the Doctor. Paying a resource, give up to 3 characters a tough status. So we got an achievement. We have all 3 status cards on us. Don't know if it's a good achievement. Well, we've done it. Now we've got the Winds of Watum on top. So we are going to go ahead and ready. And I think I want to wait a turn. So instead, I think we are going to attack to get rid of stunned. And we'll see if that was a mistake here. So drawing 6. So we get 2, get in a counter card, then shuffle. So we are down to 8 health with Wong out to help us. And of course, he'll be readied here. We have Rhino in his final version at 14 health and confused, but his Ivory Horn is ready. So 4 more cards. So we've got a counterattack, downtime, Tigra, astral projection, power of aggression, and a helicarrier. The threat on the main scheme. Rhino's going to attack. We're going to take it. So base 5, 6 damage coming in, so we lose toughness. Then we get 2 more encounter cards. First one brings down a Hydra Bomber. When revealed, choose to either take 2 damage or place a threat on the main scheme. And I think we're going to take the 2 damage down to 6. Then we get the Shocker. When revealed, deal 1 damage to each hero. So down to 5. And a charge. So attached to Rhino, +3 attack. When Rhino attacks, the attack gains overkill. Excess damage to an ally from this attack is dealt to that ally's controller. At the end of this attack, discard charge. So we are going to start by drawing 3 cards. Nick Fury, Mystical Studies, and a Haymaker. Next card up is the Crimson Bands, so we will ready. We are going to bring in Nick Fury, those 4 resources. And we're going to choose to deal 4 damage to an enemy to take out the Shocker. And then he will swing for 2 to take out the Hydra Bomber. Wong is going to heal us for 1. Strange will use his ability for the bands, paying 2 resources, stun an enemy and deal 7 damage to it. So down to 7. Next card up is the Images. So let's see. So we're going to bring in Tigra, using a power aggression for 2 and the eye for the other. And when she comes in, we'll swing for 2 to take him down to 5. End our turn, drawing 6. We've got the Master of the Mystic Arts, Relentless Assault, Hercules, Astral Projection, Endurance, and Valkyrie. Start of the villain phase. Get one out there. RHINO goes to attack, but he's stunned. Get 2 encounter cards. An explosion. When revealed, if Bomb Scare is in play, assign X damage among heroes and allies where X is the amount of threat on the Bomb Scare. If Bomb Scare is not in play, get Surge. So then we go to a Stampede. RHINO attacks you. If a character is damaged by this attack, that character is stunned. So Wong is going to defend. So it's a base 4, 5, 8 with overkill. 9. Toughness. Stops all that, and we discard charge. And he did not take damage, so there was no excess damage. So that went well. And then Shadows of the Past. Reveal your set-aside Nemesis minion, put it in play gauge with you. Reveal your side scheme, shuffle the rest into the encounter deck. That means the Baron comes into play. Scheme of 2, attack of 2, health of 5. Side scheme is Open the Dark Dimension. When revealed, place the top card of the invocation deck face down under the scheme. When defeated, we shuffle the invocation card under here into the invocation deck. So images we lose. And these 3 will get shuffled into our encounter deck. So we've got our big baddie in there. So basically when he attacks you, we discard the top card of our deck, and depending on what that is, bad things are going to happen to us. But hopefully we can deal with RHINO before he gets a chance to do anything else. All right, so now we've got the Vapor showing up. And Nick Fury goes away. So we are going to bring in Valkyrie using these 3 resources. So we are paying with energy. So when she enters play, we'll be dealing 3 damage to a minion. Then we're going to play Relentless Assault, paying 1 there, which is physical, and 1 there. So deal 5 damage to a minion. And since we're doing overkill with the physical resource, so he soaks up 2. 3 breaks through, so down to 2 health. So we will have Doctor Strange swing for 1, ready him with the cloak, and swing for another 1. So the good doctor was able to take on RHINO in heroic mode with the help of his friends. So for my deck construction, we have 2 of the Power of Aggression. Then as allies, we got Valkyrie, Tigra, Hercules, and the Hulk. Then 3 Relentless Assaults, and 3 Uppercuts, and Counterattack. And our basic cards, we have our 3 resources. The Sorcerer Supreme, Nick Fury, Mockingbird, Quinn Carrier, Helicarrier, 2 Haymakers, and then Endurance and Downtime. And that is my deck construction. And as always, I hope you enjoyed this playthrough. So please click on the like button below and be sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching.